righty. Doc from North America, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I know I pushed the button. I was trying to figure out what I was doing. Let's go over to let's see if we are actually up. There it is. Just want to hear my voice once. Then I know that we're AO of K. There's the Robin. Hey, Robin, how you doing this morning? Skip that ad. Yep. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. So, where are we now? Let's see. There's the dollar index. You see the dollar just lifting up a little bit right there. You see that just inching up a little bit. I guess that's the best way to describe it. You can see on the chart itself above it. Let me kill this volume too. Great. Cool. Very cool. Let's see. Where am I at? There's that mouse. So you see right there. Now that we have the Hinky-Ashky separated from the actual bar chart, you can see that there. It's moving up. I think we closed. Is that it? No, where's it at? Let's find it on Chicago Quant. Right there. I think we jumped into the buy yesterday. That's what it was. We went into the buy yesterday, and we didn't get a chance to put the slash in there. There it is. Right there. And we're seeing a little bounce here, and that's what we've talked about. Is there should be a little dead cat bounce in here somewhere. Dead cat bounce. Let's give it a dead cat bounce. And so that action is kind of stumbling along, trying to lift up, do its thing. Let me think what else is there to say about the dollar at this point. It's helping the stock market. The lower the dollar is, more money comes in from outside the country. We already know that there's over $5 trillion on the sidelines in the United States alone. $5 trillion waiting to be invested. So now, some have done the estimate and figured that 40% of it should be in the market already. So in other words, there's over $2 trillion sitting on the sidelines out of the $5 trillion that should have been invested already. They're behind, not ahead. And that's why you see every time there's a dip in the market, money seems to come back into it again. It doesn't hold up. At one time, we used to just figure it was the Federal Reserve trying to keep stability, and it can be on some level. What they're probably doing is they're making sure it doesn't fall too far. And then what happens is that because it doesn't fall too far, then what happens is that when it goes down, it makes the ones that are not invested, and they have a manifesto of their incorporations, they have to be invested. And so that makes them more willing to step up and buy when they don't want to buy. That's what it comes down to. And I was saying to someone this morning, that is the nature of a bull market. Is you trap the shorts or the ones that are underinvested that have to be invested. They need to be invested, and so that's what we're probably seeing more than anything else. So it's not as much as the Federal Reserve is pushing more into the market. No, those are not expanding the portfolio. Instead, they're just holding it firm. And so when they don't let it sink, it forces the shorts and slash the underinvested into the market. And that's why, when we look at the dollar, with the dollar down a couple of percentage points over the last over the last month, now it's like, ooh, okay, so it's a cheaper buy. So it's a currency play. So you're buying American equities, which means you're long dollars, and so you have to sell. First of all, you're buying it cheaper than you've been able to buy them before. So your dollar cost averaging into a lower dollar, and you're parking that money not just in the dollar, but into companies that are going to go up in value. So sometimes they call it a double hit. In other words, you get benefits of both. You're lowering your overall cost of your dollar position, and at the same time you're getting a better return on the investment that you've bought into to begin with. So just the mechanics. A lot of people don't realize how much the market is mechanical in nature. You know, there's obligations, necessities. There's physical things that say, hey, you've got to, you got to be long. You've got to be buying, and that's the incorporation manifesto. Without it, if you don't follow it, you can get sued. Doesn't matter if you're making money, you'll get sued by your investors because you're not following to the letter of the law. Then I guess someone would say, yeah, but they're making money. Why are you suing them? It's because, well, we'll get more money out of them. We'll take their profits from them. We'll make them cut back on what they charge us. It's more money in the pocket of the investor, and that happens. And it's the weirdest thing. All right, from there, let's march over to the euro. Let's see what the euro is up to this morning. And not there, right there. There's the euro. Did it make it into the sell yesterday? It did, right there. So let's put the line in there. So I know the cable went into the sell yesterday, and so there's the euro. It did too. It went into the sell, and just a little weakness there. Let's put it up on J4X. Right there. What's this all about? What is that? That is... I'm a little confused. Okay, so... Let's see. What do I want to do? Edit indicator? Output? I'm trying to see. Edit indicator. What is this? The hinky. And we just want to turn it off at the moment. Right there, like that. Okay. Oh! When we turned it off, what happened there? Oh! What happened there? Oh! Let's go back to that again. Where's the hinky at? And there's the hinky. Hide the hinky. It's around here somewhere. Display indicators. There we are. Let's see if that does it. Now, why am I not seeing the hinky now? I'm confused. Okay. End result, as you can see, again, the bar chart is showing it down. And I want to see the hinky. Where's the hinky at? Now, why can't we see the hinky? Let's see. Let's go backwards again. I'm confused why this all happened. I thought we had this thing all figured out yesterday. What's this? There are hidden drawings objects linked to the other instrument, this chart. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. We want to see them. No. And why can't I turn on the hinky to see them? Alright, so let's try this. Right click. Alright, let's do this even more. We'll go to... where is it at? Right there. Recent indicators. Hinky ASCII. Let's see if we can do this. Why am I not seeing this? Okay, let's see. Advance. What is this? Not 1 week. Base period. Let's see. Calculate. Output. Input. Alright, there it is there. Now, can I move that down? How do we move that down? Not there. How do we move this down? I got this to go down at the bottom there yesterday. And when we came in this morning, it was working. Now it's not working again. All right, anyway, you can see here it's a green hinky, but we can see as the bars are turned off, you can see that it's down. And you see the same thing with the euro over there. Same issue. Hey, there we go. Benny, yo, Benny, where you been hiding? Where you been? Hey, yo, long time, huh? Hey, yo. That's South Philly for hello. Yo. Okay. All right. Going? Yeah, it's all right. No complaints. No complaints. I just keep on marching along, Following the numbers, doing the thing. So, where do we go from here? We got our platform running better now. So you can talk to Robin. We got the platform up and running totally at this point. Get out! What kind of accident did you have? Were you in an automobile? I hope you didn't get too damaged. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Well, I'm glad you're still alive. Objects moving at 30 or 40 kilometers an hour or 50 or 70 kilometers an hour, and they're weighing 2,000 and 3,000 pounds, you don't want to get in between them, that's for sure. Oh, and a quad bike and a car hit you. Bummer. Or a motorcycle. Bummer. All right, we're going to move over to the cable, and we can put your cable one up there too. And as you can see here, the cable's been rolling over on the daily for a couple of days there now. Let's put it up on here. I think it's 2 days or 3, one or the other. Right there. Yeah, I went into the cell yesterday, and boy, they're really punishing it down again today. But we're in that weekly buy. It's awful tough to take this too serious, There we are. Yep, right there. You see, you can see the weakness in it. I think they came out with their inflation numbers. You crashed into the car. Bummer. Stay away from those large objects. They outweigh you. You don't want to be challenging larger objects at high rates of speed. All right. And we can put up the, what's that, cable AUD? You want to see the cable AUD? Right there. It's trying to push into the cell too today. Now, it didn't do it yesterday. It was in the cell for a couple of days, and then it went into a buy. We're in the weekly buy, so it's awful hard to, take it too serious. The weakness here made sense. That strength was interesting. Then we went into the cell right here. Let's put that in. That's like the last time you probably saw it. Right there. There's the cell. Then it went back into the buy right there, and it was a nice winner chicken dinner again. Right there. And then went into the sell off of this one. And then it went back into a buy again. And I don't think, was it a winner? Yeah, I guess it was. It had a higher high. So you had an opportunity to get out of it, that's for sure. For a profit. All comes down to your vehicle of how you're trading, what you're trading, and why you're trading it. And today it's trying to get back into the sell right there. Bummer, crashing into a car. Bummer, man. Bummer. All right, now from there we slide over to the Swissy. Right there, the Swiss is looking very healthy. Very healthy. No, don't need no stinking dollars there. That's for sure. That weekly sell has been a charm. The daily sell has been a dream. Not much more you can say about any of that. And let's put it up on J4X. Right there. Now why can't I get the hinky ashky in there at the same time? I wonder if I can, if I turn that on like that, I wonder if there's a way of moving this. Let's see. There must be a way of moving it. Drawings. Create a group. Alerts. There must be a way of moving this thing. We did it yesterday. I accidentally did it, no less. And it did start off, which was kind of nice. Clear message. Let's see. Position. I saved it too yesterday. Let's see if we can find it. Save. The cloud. Open. Recent. There it is right there, isn't it? Doc Manhattan, right? Let's see. This one right there. Let's see if that does it. Doc Manhattan. There we go. No, it won't move down. Darn, we had that fixed yesterday. Darn it. Doc Manhattan. We want this to be moved down. And it, you know what's funny is how it opened up to it at the beginning. Move to new pane. There we go. There we are. How did I do that again? Either way. File. Workspace. Save. There we are. So there we got it. You know, you can see the hinkies have been moving down. You see the bars themselves have been, you know, banging along this bottom. And you can see the fast algorithm is trying to turn up just like we're doing right here. But it's not through the zero line. In this case here, the zero line is the dashed line. So it is through it, but we're in red, so you can't take the long. That's how that works there. In this case here, you can see it over here. We've come up through the manifold. It's trying to get to the zero line, but it's not succeeding. All right, now from there, let's see. What else is there? Let's go to the yen, I guess. That's what we do, is we drift over to the yen. So there's the yen there. Ah! Turn that off. Hide. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Don't mean to do that. Turn it back on. And how did I get to that? Restore default. See if that does it. No. No. Let's see if we can change the inputs and colors and so forth. And make that green again, like so. There we are. Drawings, was it? No. We just had that. I gotta remember these things even more. Where else did I go to it? If I go like that, set price alert. No. Was it file? Let's see, maybe it was file again. Huh. No. Huh. And I just found it too. Ugh. Anyhow, if someone remembers what I clicked on a few minutes ago, We'll have to watch the video. I think it was on the drawings, right? Let's see if I go like that. No. Anyhow, we see it's green. We can turn it off. And you can see it's pressing up. This is the yen. This is the, what's this? This is the euro yen. Okay. Let's see what the euro yen looks like over here. We've been watching all three of the yens. We've been watching the euro yen, the cable yen, and the dollar yen. And here is the euro yen right there. You know, it's been in a buy for 4 days and it's been moving up. It's in the weekly buy. This is the firmest, the strongest of the pairs with the yen at this point. The euro is definitely dominating it. And then we go over to the dollar yen right there. See, it's tried to turn up. It's got a green going on. Let's put it over here. You see here it's been 3 days in a buy, whereas the euro it's 4 days in a buy. And then let's see what the cable looks like today against the yen. Right there. Now it's been in a sell for 2 days. And it's feeling the pressure, so it's gaining against the cable against the yen. Let's see what it looks like over here. Oh, that's it right there. That's it. It's GBP. Okay. Right. Okay. And so, oh, let's put it up over here. That's where I want to put it. Put it up on J4X. There it is. Right there. You see the pressure on it. And we can turn it off. And you can see it's been moving down for 3 days. And it's pushing into the sell today. And over on here, you know, we went into the sell yesterday. You can see that pressure on it. And the weekly's being challenged. How about that? The weekly's being challenged. Let's see what let me go back to the, we know that the euro pairs trade is not. Let's see what the dollar pairs trade is doing too at the same time. Yeah, see, it closed in a weekly sell last week, so it's joining in with that. Okay. That makes sense. All right, now from there we go over to the Turkish lira, which made an all-time high yesterday. Let's see, right there. And that's an all-time high up in here. I think we have it as a 67 or 68 or something like that. Right there. That's today. So we're making another all-time high today. So today's high now is 31.57. Let's turn off the hinky and see if we can figure out what's going on over here. So the high there is... It's not really reflecting that same, but here in the States, the euro Turkish lira pairs trade has gotten as high as 31.57. Interesting. 31.57. So we've definitely pierced that 30ish, 31 area we talked about, and probably thinking that it'll see that 33, and then maybe then it'll calm down for a while. It'll go sideways for like a month or so. We got what we were looking for here, so that's all right with me. Went into the buy yesterday on that all-time high, and then boy, they took it up a whole handle more. Whew. We talked about it. I guess it was Monday. You know, the president, former Prime Minister Erdogan, had gone to Saudi Arabia looking for investors, and we talked about how private placements. That's what it's called, private placements. We were wondering, what could they offer? What could the former prime minister, now president of Turkey, what could he offer? We've seen the currency go from €1 to one Turkish lira, all the way up now to basically 31 and a half. So, yeah, not 3.1, but 31. So, this thing's gone up, so many folds. It's doubled. It went from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 8. Is it 4 to 8? Yeah, 4 to 8, and 8 to 16. And now we're seeing 16 to 32. It's basically gotten up into that area. What kind of private placement can he offer? Can he offer government bonds to the sovereign fund in Saudi Arabia? Like, hey, we'll give you bonds for 50% or 35%. I don't know. What do you do with something like that? What do you think the interest rates are there when your currency's been moving like that? Interest rates must be like, I'd love to see what Turkish lira interest rates are. Let's take a look at that. What is Turkey's prime rate today? 57.7%. Is that right? Interest rates in Turkey averaged 57.77% from 1980 to 2023 over the last 33 years, reaching an all-time high of 500% in March of 94 and a low of 4.5%. Wow. I see. Where is that now then? If it got as high as 500% then, Central Bank Turkey raised its bench rate to 650 bips to 15% on June 22nd, pushing borrowing costs to the highest since 2021. Markets were expecting a bigger increase to 21%. It marks a reversal from President Erdogan's unorthodox economic policies, with assignments of Hafez Gail Ekran as the head of the Turkey Central Bank and Mohammed Simskik as the new Treasury and Finance Minister. The committee decided to begin the monetary tightening process in order to establish a disinflation course as soon as possible. So they're raising rates? I guess. So interest rates 15%. I wonder what what does a 30-year Turkish bond look like? Or let's say a 5-year bond. I don't know what a 5-year bond is. I guess if 30-day is at 15%. I wonder what a 30-year is at. Or not a 35-year. Not even. I want to see a 1-year Turkey interest rate. Okay, Turkey for 1-year Turkey interest rate. Then 2 years. So it was more. Let's see. Turkey's central bank has raised interest rates for the first time in more than 2 years, from 8.5 to 15. Let's see. What is the interest rate in Turkey? So I guess they must have it like fixed. But what was that 57.77 interest rate? It's unfortunate. Can't get quotes on this. A lot of this stuff. It's really tough. Fixed deposit interest rate in Turkey. Okay, so updated the 23rd of January, 13.5. Ukraine. Okay, no, they're not really showing us much more. But that is where we're at. It's an interesting situation. And the bigger question I had yesterday or the last couple of days when I heard on Monday morning that Erdogan was in Saudi Arabia I was trying to figure out what can they offer. This is only going to drive the currency higher, not lower. I guess there's some type of deals they can offer them, and they can do them on a deal-to-deal basis. So in other words, if Saudi Arabia wants to buy, say, oranges or cantaloupes or I don't know, minerals or something like that, maybe they'll guarantee a conversion factor. Something. What can they do? What can you do as a government? I guess that would be the only thing I could think of, because they don't really have the money to do anything else since the currency now has moved from 1 to 31. So I imagine that's what it is. It was more of a negotiation of, look, if you buy this from our country, we will fix the currency so that you get conversion, that type of thing. So, and that's where we stand now. You can see that with the Turkish lira, playing with another all-time high today. Right there. All right, now I'm not sure why J4X is not reflecting that. Usually they're locked step with each other, so it seems a little odd to me, but it's all right. From the Turkish lira, we're going to go over to the Mexican peso, and let's see what the King Peso is up to. There's King Peso, still banging along that bottom range. It's trying to get into the daily buy. It's failed at it. It's in that long weekly slide for 4 months now, since April. So here we are in July. There's a 3 month. I guess you could say it's 3 months, or that was May, I guess. So from May to July. So we're talking about 3.5, 4 months. That pressure is on the product in a good way. In other words, it's gaining against the dollar. That's why we call it the King Peso, or better yet, the major brick. It's the major brick. Out of all the bricks, this is the one you want to be invested in. If you're going to have to, if you want to move into the brick sector, go with the Mexican peso. I mean, that's the best brick of all. South African rand is the second best one. So let's take a look at that. Let's see what. Oh, and let's just do this. Let's get it up on J4X too. Right there. Turn on the. There it is, right there. You can see all the red. You see the fast has moved up through the dash line or zero line. You see it's trying to get moving. We need more. We need a green in the hinky right here to wick it up. Right there. And so, boy, I'd like to know how to. If I go like that, no. Clone, restore, group, show, move to. That's a new. That's what it was. How did I get there again? What did I just do? I went to. Let's see. So, new panel, and that's what it'll do. Whoa! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just had it. I said I wanted to move it to a new panel. I didn't want it to go away. Where is it now? Drawings. Alright. Oh, this is turning into a challenge, isn't it? Let's put it back in there again. There we go. And then if I right click on there, is that what it was? Yeah. Right click on it, move to a new panel. There we go, like that. Now why isn't it down there? It's not letting me do it. What a challenge this is, back and forth. Now I really lost it all. Alright, let's try this. We're going to go back in here again. Workspace. Reconnect. I say workspace. Where's it at? Boy, this is turning into a fiasco. Workspace settings. Can I do more wrong? Oh my god. This is the. I can't wait. Giannis can come back and explain to me how I keep these things. Where's that button? Is that how I do this? Let's see what the. Well, now where's the rest of it? Where'd I go? Okay, there's that. There's that. Now they're not in the same box anymore. If I go like that, what happens? Move it down. Move it up. No. Alright. We're done playing with it. We're just going to keep on going. Surprised you're all putting up with me. Alright, so from there, that's the Mexican peso, and that's the strength of it all. And it's lifting up at the moment. And you can see it over here doing the same thing, coming up. It's only minus 0.01. It's very close to trying to get into the buy today. It's trying for the moment. We've got many hours to go. Alright, now from there, we go over to the South African Rand. Now, what have I done wrong there? No. No. Okay, right there. There we are. So now let's go over to the South African Rand right there. ZAR. And you can see. So we'll see what that is going on. Let's take a look at. Let's see. Let's kill the Hinky ASCII. And then there it is right there. And you can see it's trying to pick up a little bit. Let's see what it looks like on Chicago Quant. And we'll go from there. Let's see. There we are. All right, now let's find it over on that right there. And there it is, South African Rand. You can see it's been gaining against the dollar. So we assume, instamatically, we assume that gold is, making a move on the upside still. There it is right there. You can see it's, yesterday was a nice move. Today it's kind of sitting still. Nothing major there. Then we slide over to Chicago Quant and take a look at it there. And there's the gold. Same thing, kind of just like, J4X, kind of sideways. And you can see the fast is at 82. The slow is at 83, so it's turning into the minus. But over here on Chicago Quant, you can see it's staying in a buy with no problem whatsoever. And the weekly looks very, very firm. Let's see what the weekly looks like here. Geez, we've gone to a point now where I had them together. Let's see. Here's, I'm going to say remove indicator, remove, hide. Let's see, add indicator, clone indicator, copy indicator. Huh. Trying to move this. Doesn't want to move. Edit indicator. No. Show header. Why not? No, that's all right. We don't need that either. All right. Well, we'll work on this too, trying to get them back together again. I tried just opening it, and it was not successful. When I went into the file and workspace, all of a sudden I didn't see the Manhattan. There is the Manhattan indicator right there. So you would think, I wonder if I go like that, it'll straighten it out. No. All right. Okay, so from there you can see the gold here, and you can see that gold there. They're doing their thing. Now from there we drift over to the Canadian. Dollar Canadian pairs trade right there. Okay, now what happened there? Where and what is the set chart auto shift? There we go. So you see 51 on the fast. We see 47 on the slow. So it's trying to actually lift. And that is what the Canadian. So let's put Canadian up over here, which when we see, well, Canadian's flat today. And we're assuming that means that oil is up the flat. That's how we look at it. So there's the oil. And you can see oil is trying to move up, and we're trying to get into the buy today. So let's go over and look at the Canadian on Chicago Quant, which is right there. And you can see it's kind of just flattish, but it's trying to get into the sell. Now, normally, when it's going into a sell, it means it's gaining against the dollar, and that usually means that oil is going up in price. And we see the firmness today. It's they had the nice move yesterday, so we're just kind of waiting and seeing how that action keeps on rolling. Ooh, good. So now, let's see if we can. Interesting. So from there, what we try to do is, I'm looking at a stock that we're long around here. Let's see, from there, that's pretty much it. It cleans off our currency view. If anybody wants to see a specific currency, let us know. I'm going to go over to, I guess we were looking at oil, so let's take a look at the oil contracts. There's the front month right there, trading at 76.25, up almost $2 from yesterday. From 2 days ago on Monday. So it's definitely lifting up, and that's why Canadian should be going down, and that's at 76.26. The back month is 36 cents difference, 75.90. So it got to 28 yesterday. We saw at one point. So now the question is, now we're at 36. Again, there's demand for oil right now. In other words, they need to take the delivery of it. All right, now from there, we'll put Brent up on the screen on J4X. Right there. You see Brent moving up again today like it moved up yesterday. The fast is at 41. The slow is at 45. They're still having a little problem getting this thing rolling. Let's see what the hinky looks like at the moment. There it is right there. Trying to turn green, which is cool. Showing some life in there. And you can see over here, we're doing the same thing with West Texas. Trying to get into the green today. Same thing as it's doing with the Brent today. And you can see our line is through the zero line with no problem there. Now from there, we go over to natural gas. Nat gas right there. Trading at $2.61, almost 62 cents. It's offered at $2.62.3. So it's it's at $2.62 basically. So now what we'll do is we go over and we take a look at, what do we look at here? We're going to look at nat gas here in the States. You see the same thing, kind of just humming there at the $2.62 one mark. It's playing with the weekly sell. Let's see what it's doing over here. And you can see, it's doing that same thing. 44 versus 59. Pressure's on it. You can see 3 weeks in a red. You can see over here we are going the same way with our fast. That's why we have the blue line now instead of green. And you can see the same thing. And the fast and the slow are joining together now. So, I heard somebody talking about the different inflation numbers recently, and they were looking at, how natural gas is down to one of the lowest points in a long time. We've seen it break the $2 area at one point, and in Europe, let's just show you what it's doing in Europe. We look at it through the eyes of a oil company down in Spain. Right there it is, right there, trading at 26.91. It's up about 20 cents for the day. So we assume it's in the $26 area, whereas in the United States it's at the $2 area. That must be very confusing for some. When you see this game being played, where in Europe they're paying $26 a cubic for it, and here in the States we're paying $2.60. They think, oh well, it must be 26 also here. It's $2. And that is the thing that's going on there. All right, from there we'll march over to the metals complex and see what the metals are up to. So let's put up again gold on this screen here. Right there, there's gold. And then you can see it's still climbing, you know, on J4X. See that? Excuse me. And let's see what it's doing on Chicago Quant. Yeah, it's kind of unched. Not really pushing too hard. But spot is trading at 1980 with a high of 84. And, excuse me, August gold is trading at 1981.9. 81.8. So they're actually trading spot at the moment at a premium where it's been trading at a discount to the futures in August, which is interesting. Money is running towards it. You know, it's that short-term thing. So let's see what they're doing to silver. Oh, that's a weekly. That's why. That's why I'm confused. Okay. That makes more sense to me now. There's the daily. Yeah, so it's unched. Okay, that makes more sense. So now from there, so it's discounted again. And so it was a weekly we were looking at. Now here's the daily on silver. Silver's trying to lift up. The fast is at 91 and the slow is at 93, so it's trying to top out. See it right there. See that strength at 25.33. Still in a weekly buy for days upon days upon days, and last 2 weeks actually. And then we drift over to copper. And so you can see that weakness in it right there. You see the pressure there, 3 days in a sell. You see it's flirting with the weekly sell. Let's see what it's doing over here. Whereas the other two are playing with their weekly buys. Copper is, let's see, fast is at 55. And the slow is at 52. Let's see what the hinkies look like. It's green. Okay. We'll see if this starts to roll over. It's going to be a little battle here. You know, what is going to be the action? Who's going to win? We'll find out. Tune in tomorrow. Now, let's go back to daily. And let's go take a look at... Oh, that's right. We're stuck at that point. Let's go over to platinum. There's platinum. You can see it's holding on relatively well. All right. So overall, the metals complex is trying to lift. At least we got the platinum over the weekly number, and that always makes me feel comfortable when I see the metals trying to lift. If we don't have platinum in the buy, it always makes me concerned, you know. Okay. All right. All right. Now from here, I guess we're done the metals. What we can do is we can take a quick look at stock market. There's the stock market. You can see it's, you know, it's at the highs of the day on the intraday basis. We're seeing it there on the S&P 500. And let's put the daily up there. right there. You see it's going after its high. Same thing over on the Tech 100, right there. Doing the same thing, lifting up, showing that strength. And you know, we've noticed also at the same time, we've noticed that the Russell, let's go take a look at the Russell. The Russell has been lifting nicely. Right there, it's over 2,000 now? Or just about up to it. I mean, over the last 5 days, it's gone from 1,900 to basically 2,000. The high now is 1984. It's gone up almost $85. So you know that's pretty interesting move. That's just a little underneath or right around a 5% move, a little more than a 5% move, or right at a 5% move. So just in the last week. And we watch this because we know money managers normally they follow that, and they're concerned about it, and they know that if there is strength in the Russell 2000, it means speculative money is coming in. And one thing they don't want to do is get trapped where they miss that. Let's see, Doc, what's happening with the 30-year bond? Let's take a look at that. The last I saw, it was still gaining, but it's in a weekly sell. Right there. See, it's up higher today than it was yesterday. Made a new high. It's been in a daily buy for, this is the 7th day now, and we're in a weekly sell. Throughout that whole time period, we went to the weekly sell right up in this area here, and it closed there. Closed. Where was it? Went into the weekly sell right around in here, to be exact, and it went down, and we were in a daily sell, so it was an interesting win. And then we went into a daily buy down at the bottom. And it's been steady ever since. It has not let go, and it doesn't seem to want to let go, and that doesn't surprise me any. I kind of think that what's really clear is that the interest rates, with the dollar going down, it's making it easier for money to come in and buy bonds even more, which drives down the interest rate even more. So you got that double whammy going on, where it's people are basically doing a double thing. You want to have a dollar position and gain on what you've invested in. Not only are you long the dollar, but the dollar is going down, so you're lowering your cost of dollar price. In other words, dollar cost averaging. But the investments that you've put the equity into itself is gaining because of the bull stock market. Markets are anticipating Mr. Trump's comeback. I guess that's pretty much the way we see it at this point. We've been talking about it for a while, but now it refuses to back off. That's the amazing part. So, all right, traders, we're out of here, and we got to come up with a title. So we're going to call it today. Title today will be, what was unique about the day? I'm trying to think. What did we really see? The title today should be, let's see, dollar dead cat bounce. I like that. Dollar dead cat bounce. That's pretty much what it comes down to. In other words, I don't believe the dollar is going to gain much. It'll roll over again. All right, so this is Doc from North America. We will catch you all tomorrow, same time, same channel. Benny, get some rest. Hope you're healthy. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, later.